Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Shah and this is Thoroughly Enjoyed Books. I promise you that this will be the last haul that I do for a while. I realise I've done quite a few recently and I actually said in my most recent book haul that I don't do a lot of book hauls, so sorry. But I did my book haul from all the books I bought in July. I did a book haul of the books I picked up from the library. Now I'm doing a book haul that is kind of themed. A few videos ago, I talked to you all about my changing reading tastes and what I felt like I was into and what I used to be into, and I wanted to put everything to the test. In that video, I discussed the fact that I used to adore pirate books. So I went back to my family home last weekend, and while I was there, I decided to pick up a few of the books that I had on my shelves, or in reality under my bed, because that's where all my books have been relegated to. So I went ahead, picked up a big stack of pirate books, and I thought that I would show them to you. Obviously the reason that I've done that is because I adore pirates and I wanted to just have some on my shelves, so I didn't go out buying any. These are all books that I've collected over the last few years. A couple of you have said to me that these are really good pirate books over on Twitter, so I'm excited to give them a go. I do say this, I think the oldest book on here is 5 years old. It doesn't feel like I've had it for that long, but when I thought about where I got it from, it's definitely been 5 years. So I'm just gonna skip any more chit chat and just show you these books. Unfortunately, a lot of them I can't remember exactly what they're about, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's start with the oldest pirate book on my shelf. It's Pirates by Celia Reid. I don't think you can get a book that's more obviously about pirates than this. This is actually about two female pirates, which is amazing. One of my favourite pirates of all time is a female, Anne Bonny. She's amazing. As I said, this is about two female pirates who are from very different lives, one of whom is a merchant's daughter and the other is a runaway slave. And they embark on this big epic piratey adventure, which I cannot wait to read about. I know for a fact I've had this book for 5 years because I picked it up at Summer in the City in 2014. It was on the Hotkey Books book exchange shelf. So basically you took a couple of books and you swapped them for a couple of other books, and this is one that I picked up. Can't quite remember which ones I left there though. Ooh, how do I do this now? I think I'm gonna go with the most popular books on YouTube. So I have A Dark Shade of Magic and A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. I won these two books in a giveaway a few years ago now, and I've been meaning to read them ever since. This is about a universe that has many different worlds, many different versions of London, and each type of London has a different type of magic, I believe so. And I've been told there's pirates in here. V.E. Schwab is of course really popular on BookTube, and I haven't read any of her books yet, and I really want to. I'm hoping I really enjoy these because I have, you know, the first two, and I know it's a series, so there's more out now. We shall see. We have a sequel to a book that I read and loved a couple of years ago. This is The Black Lung Captain by Chris Wooding. This is the second book in the Ketty J series, I believe it's called. The first book is about steampunk pirates. Some people debate whether this is pirates or not. I count it as pirates, space pirates, but still pirates to me. Basically, this is about a gang of tearaways, a gang of crooks who get aboard a flying ship and they are set a task of stealing. It's been so long since I read the first book that I'm not quite sure, but I think they are set a task of collecting some really valuable treasure and things go awry. And this is the second book, so I can't tell you anything about it, of course, because it does spoil the previous book. Another one that has been sat on my shelf for a few years now, but one I'm definitely eager to get to. And the first book of this was actually gifted to me by my friend Caitlin from Kitty G, so I leave a link to her channel down below. We're getting through them. Then I have The Theatre of the Gods by M. Sudain. So another book. I've had this about 4 years now. I got this in my final year of uni and I graduated 3 years ago now. It's crazy how time flies. This again is a space pirate book, and I've heard from Caitlin that it's really good and I'm sure I'm going to love it. I love the cover of this book. It looks amazing and I'm very excited to read it. Next up is The Guns of Ivrea by Clifford Beale. This cover is stunning. Can you just have a look at that? It's a pirate silhouette with merpeople inside. This book actually sounds rather similar to a book I recently read called To Kill a Kingdom. I will leave a link to my review down below and up here for you. To Kill a Kingdom is about a pirate prince who falls in love with a siren. This sounds like a similar deal. This is about a pirate prince who is also a mercenary and a merlady. Can I say more? I don't want to know any more about this, but I want to read it and enjoy it. I think I probably will. I then have The Lascar's Dagger by Glenda Clark. by Glenda Lark. This is another pirate book that I bought a really long time ago. I got it secondhand and I was told it was in very good condition. This, to me, is not very good condition. In fact, I remember when I got it, I had to sellotape the front cover back on. So, yeah, not very good condition, guys. This, I believe, is about a magical dagger that once a sailor is wounded by it, it kind of claims him. I don't know too much about it. I did at the time know a lot about this book. This was recommended as one of the best pirate books for me to read by a lot of people on YouTube and also Goodreads and I think Amazon. So I definitely picked it up because it was cheap. I never got around to reading it, but it is the first in a series. So hopefully I will really enjoy this book so that I can pick up the rest of them. And then the last book I have to share you is The Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch, which is a mega popular series of fantasy novels. This is the first book, which I believe is more about sailors and fishermen and everything. However, the second and third book become a bit more piratey. I have had this on my shelf for years and have always wanted to read it. I think I picked it up for like 50 pence in the works a few years ago, and I picked up its sequel, which I have back at my family home. I haven't got the third book because I decided to stop there and read it. But I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about this book. So hopefully, when I do get around to it, I will love it. It's the first book in the Gentleman's Bastard series, and I believe it is about thieves and heists and all that good stuff set in this fantasy world with pirates. So these are all the pirate books that I picked up from my family home and brought back down to Leicester with me. I can't wait to read them all. I know I'm not going to read them all anytime soon. It's going to take me a while to get through these, but I really think I'm going to enjoy them because I enjoyed the last book that I read about pirates. Adored it, in fact. Believe it or not, I have a lot more than that as well. I didn't bring every book back with me. So when I told you I had a pirate obsession, I meant it. Let me know if you have read any of these books in the comments down below because I would absolutely love to hear your opinions on them. And if you have any more recommendations for me, also leave those down below. I look forward to getting into these very, very soon. As usual, guys, I'll leave all my links in the description box down below. And I'll see you in another video very, very soon. Bye.